Hello and welcome to What the Fuck Am I Reading? So since we last spoke, I've been finishing quite a good chunk of books, honestly. As I've told you last time, I believe, my new job allows me to wear headphones for a good amount of time during my shift. So I've been like, audiobooks have been a lifesaver because I've been reading like zero physically. Honestly, I only finished one book physically this month. So yeah, but let's just get started. So the first book that I finished was a thriller mystery. This is Such a Quiet Place by Megan Miranda. I read a couple of Megan Miranda's books this month. I don't know, I feel like it's an author that I quite enjoyed, even though I don't love her books. Like, they're a good ride, so it was pretty okay. If I'm not mistaken, this one was the one about a girl. Yeah, in this one we follow so many mystery thrillers, but in this one we follow this girl, and the thing is, her companion was accused of murdering this couple. I think it was a year prior. She was arrested, but she was actually declared non-guilty. So she came back, and now everyone in this kind of community is just looking down to them. And the thing is, one day she actually shows up dead too. So they are like, did she really did it? Is someone trying to get rid of her? Did they kill a murderer? It's just pretty like small town type of business, which I actually really like in general. I wasn't like super surprised by it. It's not really action packed. It's very like a low thriller, like low fantasy, but low thriller. Like, it's really like quiet, but I quite enjoyed it. I give it 3 stars. It's probably like 3.5. but it's pretty solid. So if you're thinking about it, like the premise sounds interesting, I would check it out. But if you're not, then you're not missing that much. But yeah, quite enjoyed it. Then I finally continue with The Interdependency, and I read The Collapsing Empire by John Scalzi, which is the second book. And I enjoyed it as much as the first one. Honestly, this series is just like super solid. It's basically based around the notion that we have like this huge empire, and it's just intergalactic empire, and it's connected through this kind of wormholes that are called the flow that connect these different planets. And the thing is, and in the first book we discovered that the flow might be actually closing down, so some colonies are just cut from the main line and such. And in the second book we continue to explore that notion, and that maybe we got something wrong. I really liked it. That's almost all I can say. Like, it's very similar to book 1, and I will be reading book 3 next month. I do have to say that I've heard that book 3 is not as good as the first 2, but we'll see. But in general, I don't know, it's just super solid science fiction. It's definitely not hard sci-fi, so you can definitely check it out. I really liked the Emperor this time around. In the first book I was a bit meh about them, but in this one I really enjoyed like their chapters, so pretty content about that. So we'll see with the next book. But yeah, overall I would highly recommend this series. Super solid sci-fi. Then I finished an arc. This is Woe to the Victor, which I was sent by the author, and I really want my physical copy already because I actually thoroughly enjoyed this book. This is actually a hard sci-fi, and it's definitely hard sci-fi. Like, there are some elements out there that you're just like, what? Because the author actually knows what he's talking about. I still need to do like a reading review on Goodreads because I've been really busy lately, but I really liked it. I ended up giving this one 4.5 stars. It's basically about this alien race that's been attacking humans, and now they are here and they destroyed Earth. So you're going to follow a group of soldiers, and then you are going to also follow a group of Mars, and they are trying to just kind of fight back, even though all hope is lost. But I really liked it. I was very surprised by the fact that it's actually just set on this kind of battle. It's not like the whole story behind it. And that also leads me to like a con that I found, that I wasn't like that invested at first, because we missed like some background. Like, we're almost just like boom into the battle right at first. So that is my only like pinpoint. The rest is great. This would make a great fucking movie, honestly. Like, especially the ending. I just really liked it. I definitely recommend that you check it out. It's coming out in November or December. This date to be more precise. But yeah, for sure, check it out. I will also link my Goodreads review down below once I have it. Then I read The Fold by Peter Clines, which is the next book in the Threshold after 14. They're not really like sequels or anything, but they are in the same world. And I do have to say that in a way I liked it more and less than 14. So in this one, we're going to follow a group of scientists, and they have discovered this portal that leads you to was it different realities at first? I don't remember if it was different realities at first, but it was something related to that. And then they figure out that something weird is going on with this gate. It's very similar to like 14. If you have read that, you're going to really like this. I do have to say that the scientific aspect of this one I liked more than 14, but I also like the more domestic aspect of 14. So it's weird. But I'm definitely going to continue reading this while listening to them, actually, because the last two are available on Audible for like, not for free, but they are included on my membership. So great. But I've heard that the last ones are not as good, but definitely super solid, like horror sci-fi. If you're looking for one right now, I will definitely recommend this one. It's very action-packed compared to the other one also. So yeah, definitely check it out. It wasn't like fantastic, but I give it like 3.54 stars. Overall, I really liked it. Like, it was super fast paced, and I finished it in like a day or two. So yeah, check it out. Then I read the 12 Kings of Shirakai, which has been on my TBR for so long, and I've owned this copy for so long that I'm super happy that I finally read it. But at the same time, I didn't like it as much as I thought it would. I have mixed feelings. It's basically a revenge story. You're going to follow this main character. I just cannot recall her name. What was her name? I don't remember. But basically, after the death of her mother, she swore to take revenge on the kings, basically, in this city. So you're basically going to follow the story from there. You have like dual timelines, one from the past, one from the present, that, you know, kind of coalesced, and you get the full spectrum of the story, which is kind of nice, and I like that. But at first I was really disconnected from this story. Like, I really didn't care about it for a good chunk of time, but towards the end it got more of my attention. But I don't think it got enough, honestly, because besides the world, which I actually really like, is very desert like, the rest, nah. I don't think it's anything that I can say just like, well, the lady killers, that was great. There's a group of lady soldiers here that is super cool, but the rest I just don't really love. Like, it's fine, but I didn't love it, so I don't know. I really feel like very mixed feelings with this book. I don't know. Will I continue? Probably yes, but I don't think it's going to happen soon, honestly. Like, I'm very lukewarm with this one. I gave it 3.5. It's not bad. Definitely not bad. But it's not as good as I was hoping. Probably my own expectations, maybe. But still, I was hoping for more, and it didn't get to that point. So I'm kind of disappointed, but we're moving on. Like, I'll probably read the sequel. Then the other thriller by Megan Miranda that I read, The Girl from Widow Hills, which is apparently like, I think not her most popular book, but one of her best books. It has like a pretty good score. Well, not score, rating, but I actually quite like it, honestly. Basically, in this one, you're going to follow the survivor of a kind of not a kidnapping, but this girl disappeared for 3 days. They found her, and it was just like this miracle in this town. And now someone from her past was murdered outside her house. So some members are coming back. Maybe something weird happened those years back. And I don't know, I actually really liked it. I mean, it was pretty obvious, but it still was really damn enjoyable. Honestly, like, it had like a couple of layers, and I was pretty happy about it, but pretty obvious solution, honestly. But yeah, overall, I actually quite enjoyed it. I really liked listening to it. Like, it was a good time while I was listening to it, and I read it in, I think, definitely a day. Yeah, I think it was a day. And yeah, I will definitely recommend it, honestly. Like, even though it's like, you will know. I think you probably will know. I think you will really like it. Like, the journey is great, not only the destination. So yeah, I gave this one 4 stars. Definitely check it out if you're feeling like reading some mysteries. Then, oh my god, so many of you are going to kill me, but I didn't read indeed. Well, I did indeed read Best Served Cold by Joe Abercrombie. I read it as a part of the book club for this month. I will do a more like in-depth review soon, but this is my 4th book by him after reading the first law, and I still cannot connect with his books. I have no fucking clue what it is, because while I'm reading them, I think like, yeah, they're good, but I just cannot connect with the story or the characters. Like, I think they are great characters, but I just don't care. Like, Nekomo was cool, I'll admit that. Nekomo was fucking great, but I didn't give a fuck about the rest. I was just like, sure. It took me like 5 days to finish this one, and I've been flying through audiobooks, but it took me 5 fucking days. So I don't know. I'll tell you more on my well, not on my wrap up, on my review, but I don't know. I ended up giving it 3 stars. It's very confusing. I don't know how I feel about this one. Then last night I finished Something Skin the Children, Volume 5. I love this series. I don't think there's anything I can say about it already. Like, this graphic novel is just becoming my favorite after Sandman and Lock and Key. I just fucking love this. Like, it's so good. It's so gory. But it's basically about following this hunter, this monster hunter, Erika Slaughter, and she hunts some monsters that kill children, basically. Children die at every volume. Like, it's so fucking gory. But I love it. I give it 4 stars. It wasn't the best out of the series, but it ended up on a cliffhanger that I just really want to read the next one. I hope it comes out like between 6 months from now. Like, I really hope so. And lastly, I haven't finished this one, but because my next wrap-up will be next month, once I start the new TBR, I thought I would mention this one. But I'm currently reading The Forgetting Moon. I'm 12% in, so I barely started it. I started it yesterday, so probably continue listening today because I'm quite invested, honestly. I had to listen to the second chapter like 4 times because I kept falling asleep yesterday. But it's been actually quite interesting. The story is just like getting started. We're getting to know the characters, honestly. Different POVs, you know. But yeah, feels pretty interesting. I'll let you know more on my next wrap up. But yeah, for now, seems really solid. So yeah, those were basically all the books that I finished these 2 weeks, I think. But have you finished any books? Have you started any books? Please just let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.